welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you all of the bassoon goodies that I've picked up for the summer to take my reed making and my bassooning to the next level. Now, all of these things, with the exception of these reeds that I'm going to tell you about in a moment, I purchased with my own money, so this is not sponsored in any way. The first thing that I was sent are these reeds. Now, these were sent to me by Sergey. He is a Ukrainian bassoonist who lives in Slovakia, and he sent these to me to go ahead and try. I'm going to do a full review on these, as well as a small discussion on the fact that the first wire is actually triple wrapped next week in a video. So if you don't want to miss that, be sure to click that subscribe button. Now, I also picked up several reamers, and this is in large part because if you've been keeping up with me for a while, you know that I've recently started reaming my reeds, and I want to test different reamers and how they can directly impact the intonation, the timbre, and the tone colors of a reed. So the first reamer that I picked up was from Ken Potzik. Now, these are available on Barry C's website. The bit that made me want to pick this up is because Ken Potzik is a fantastic bassoon repair technician, and he created a reamer that is meant to ream the lower end of the reed, but not to go into the throat. So it's not going to ream in the portion between that first and the second wire. So I definitely wanted to give this a go. This was not the only reamer I picked up though. I also picked up a reamer as part of a larger order from Andante Arando. This reamer was also part of a larger order that I did from Andante Arando. I did pick up one of their mandrels, largely because in 2016 at the IDRS conference, I had a conversation with Giorgio about the fact that Reamer about 20 years ago started altering their mandrels. And because of that, they have a different shape now than they originally had. He has created a reamer that is the best in his opinion. So I will be sure to go ahead and put this to the test on some of his Andante Arando cane. Now, I had this from 2016 that I picked up a bundle of what would have been in the style of the shape of the Reamer 1A. They call it the 1V, but I also ordered some from 2017 as well. So if you're interested in seeing a full cane review of Andante Arando style cane, please leave me a comment down below and I'll be sure to cover that. Let's take a moment that when he packaged the next bit, he actually included these sports pages from Italy, which I love because the focus on the front page of the sport pages are football, what they'll call football, but what we call soccer. So I did get to catch up on all of my soccer news. Well played, Giorgio. But I also picked up what you've probably already seen if you follow me on social media, a new tip profiling machine. Now, I picked up the Model 2 Andante Arando tip profiling machine because it's unlike any other tip profiling machine that I've seen on the market. Many of you, in fact, have been saying that you were questioning whether or not to buy a Reamer tip profiling machine, but then you saw the boomerang and you kind of wondered whether or not you should be getting an Andante Arando one. If you are interested, I do also own a Reamer tip profiling machine, so I can do a compare and contrast. Just let me know in the comments down below that that is something that you would actually like to see. Now, for those of you that have been keeping up with all of my bassoon adventures, I have had a little bit of a challenge with some of my machines. Specifically, I ran into a challenge with my MD profiling machine, largely because I bought a new flat platform for it and I was trying to adjust the settings on the numbered knob and I got the whole machine stuck.
Oh no!
So it was time to learn how to take the machine apart, and that included owning a set of Allen wrenches. I have owned, I don't know how many sets of Allen wrenches in the past, but I always seem to lose the one that I need. So I went ahead and bought these. These are fantastic because they have the Allen wrench so that is attached to a larger piece so that when you need the element, you go ahead and fold that one element down, and then after you're done with it, you can fold it back in. So I went ahead and got a 3 set. This one has a star-shaped tip, which is fantastic for the Andante Arando machine. Then I also have metric and inches, so that all of my machines I can now keep in better repair and make any adjustments that I would need, and I won't lose any of the Allen wrenches. Now, in order to best store my machines, I have also bought a new roller cart. I bought this roller photocart largely because it helps me keep my machines in good visual array, making sure that if they need oil, that I oil them all at once. I can also roll the whole cart over to my reed desk and use the machines and then roll it out of the way for when private lessons arrive. I am very excited to let you know I did pick up 220 grit sandpaper, but I also picked up a set of automotive feeler gauges. I don't need the full set, I only need one of the gauges within the whole set, but I had to buy it as a unit. This is because I am going to start working with Hertzberg style of beveling. Now this is very exciting because if you have been following my adventures, you know that I have a Hertzberg style Heckle bassoon with an extra long joint. I also was recently gifted a set of RDG mandrels that you can't get anymore that are the Hertzberg style forming mandrel, but also the mandrel that he would use later after the reed was formed. So I'm completely set now to go ahead and continue my journey and making a full style Hertzberg reed to go with my Hertzberg bassoon. Now you know that I make a lot of reeds, and because I make a lot of reeds, I also have to buy a lot of thread. Specifically, I use a lot of purple thread because it is one of the uniform colors in all of the Raffe reeds. So I went ahead and picked up new purple thread. I went out of my way and went from not one of the major vendors for double reed products, largely because I was looking for something that was a little bit more vibrant, and the purples that I have been getting from the major vendors are very dark and heavy. They almost look like the color black. So I went ahead, I got this off of eBay. I have to say that it is really good. It is FF nylon thread. It doesn't have any problems with the thread breaking when there's extra pressure put on it. And also it doesn't have any issues with the color bleeding. I know that even some of the major reed company distributors for double reed products, I have bought thread from them in the past. Usually it's the fluorescent colors. And I find that when I put DUCO cement on some of those colors, that the dye that is in the thread can sometimes bleed out. And this is in large part because the acetone that is in the DuCo cement will help break down some of that coloring in the dye, and then that dye, as I said, it will seep into the fibers of the cane. I know many people feel a little bit awkward about maybe using DuCo cement and only stick with beeswax in order to wrap their reeds, but I know that when I'm selling reeds I need something that's definitely more secure. As part of that, I did buy DuCo cement. And I mean, when you own your own reed company, you don't just buy DuCo cement one at a time. You go all out. You buy all the DuCo cement. And if you're running low on DuCo cement, I can guarantee that, guess what? I just dropped even one of them. You're gonna run low on reed wires. So I did have to go ahead and pick up both of those as well. The last bit that I picked up is new. I'm gonna say it's new-ish because I know the creator of Lafrec, Hans. He posted a picture recently of the new bands that they are releasing for the Lafrec panels for bassoon. So I ordered these from Justin Miller thinking that these were the new rubber bands, but they're actually not. So these are kind of going to be, I'm sure, outdated within the next few months, but I have to say that the original plastic bands that I have stretched out, and I needed something to get me through until that time. I do have to let you know I did purchase more cane. Now this cane has not yet arrived, largely because it's coming from Europe. I went ahead and ordered from BassoonCane.com. I ordered Marion cane, largely because so many of you have asked me to do a review on this style of cane. And I also ordered a bit more of the Guise style cane. So if you are interested in hearing a review of the cane that I have purchased or any of the products that I have mentioned today, you want to see them in an upcoming video, be sure to leave me a comment down below. Okay guys, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss any of those future videos that you're requesting, be sure to make sure you are subscribed to this channel, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!